Well, of course, we woke up today and it was a beautiful day, the complete opposite of the last few days that we had when we were in Yellowstone. We haven't really been sharing the drives too much on this road trip. We've been kind of just focusing on the destination. However, today we're going to be driving from East Yellowstone over to the Badlands National Park in South Dakota, and it is a gorgeous drive. So we might be sharing some portions of that with you. As a matter of fact, we're going to start doing it right now. Enjoy.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan, and we are the Half-Ass Travelers. We're leaving Wapiti, Wyoming, and we're heading eastbound, and our path takes us past the Buffalo Bill Reservoir and Dam. This is a day-use recreation area. Kind of reminds us a lot of Lake Mead in places, although it's a lot greener on the one shore. And it's got these beautiful rock formations, and of course, we're coming up on the dam. Kind of, again, reminds us of Hoover Dam. We love these rock formations, they're gorgeous. And of course, there's a couple tunnels that we consider the gateway to central Wyoming. There's a pretty cool river down there that runs right along the road. Very scenic road. We love this section. There's a lot of small towns that we pass through as we're taking this route. Of course, we go through Cody and a town called Buffalo, but then there's these little towns and also a lot of farms. Right, we lost count of the number of farms we went by and the number of cows we saw. After seeing the bison in Yellowstone, it was a little different starting to see cows again. And these beautiful formations pop up here and there, kind of mix in between the farms. What a beautiful view of that barn. Here's another one of those small towns. We would see signs like population 80, population 110. It's really cool. Again, those rock formations popping up everywhere. Now we're heading into the National Forest area. This is the Bighorn National Forest. Beautiful, majestic peaks in between all this greenery and the river running along the road, ever present. Rose is getting a little nervous looking down. There were guardrails here though, so it's a lot better than what we saw in Utah. Now we're heading up in altitude. There's these mountain lakes up there. And of course, at the pass, there's still snow on the ground, and this is in June. So we're thinking there's snow here all year round. Maybe it melts off for a couple months, but then it's going to start again. Now we're heading down to eastern Wyoming, and there's more plains here. You see, we can see Devil's Tower National Monument in the distance. We stopped there last year. We're not going to stop there on this trip, though. And now we're starting to see signs that we're heading into the Badlands. You can see the kind of rough, rocky, not a lot of vegetation, kind of sparse vegetation in between these mounds. And they're not sand mounds, they're rocky mounds. This is the town of Interior, and that is right at the south entrance of Badlands National Park. You see we spot some bison just grazing in the grass in between those rocky formations. This is the White River, and that shows us that we're coming to where we're staying for tonight. This is the White River Badlands KOA Holiday. It's very close to the entrance of the park, and that's why we chose this one. And it looks just like pretty much every other KOA we've ever been to on the surface. This one's a little more rustic though, and there's some interesting things here. Well, we hope you enjoyed that drive. That was a long drive, but a beautiful drive. We really enjoy going through those mountains. It's beautiful. And then when we got here into South Dakota, it's a beautiful area. We're going to be exploring Badlands National Park over the next couple of days, and we will be showing you that. But first, we're going to show you the campground. This is the KOA Badlands White River. It's just maybe 5 miles outside of the gate and the town of Interior, which is at the gate to Badlands National Park.
Yeah.
So we're going to be showing you the around the campground, and then we'll be exploring into the Badlands. So, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. This KOA has gravel dirt pads with grassy areas with picnic tables in between, and also you've got your fire pit there. We're following them back to our site. Lots of different camping options in this KOA. You see there's lodges here. We love when they have the little chuck wagon out front. Here's the dog park. Nice little swing in the dog park. That's kind of neat. And then some more lodging options different than the ones we saw before. And then these kind of I guess they're yurts, kind of half tent, half lodge. They're really nice though. And then of course the camping area in the back. Got to be careful back here though. They had a little rain. You can see it floods a little. Not up into the campsites that we saw, but kind of muddy road conditions. More camping options over here. You got RVs, you got camper, you got pretty much every type of RVing and camping that there is to be done can be done here at the KOA. They're very proud. They're redoing this putt-putt golf. They were saying this golf course was built by the original owners years and years ago. And here's the laundry and bathhouse. We'll take a look in there. You got the little sink outside. And then inside, your typical washer dryer setup, some chairs inside, a little bit of a loan book if you want to sit there and read while you're waiting for your laundry. And then here's the bathroom / shower area. It was okay. I'd say it's passable. Wasn't the cleanest, but it wasn't bad either. It gets the job done. The pool wasn't usable when we were there. It was a little chilly anyway. And then they have this.
Hold on, I gotta make a phone call. How do you use this thing?
Hey, you remember. Don't act like you don't remember.
No.
Don't put a dime in there, people will really know.
Wait, I could be Superwoman.
Uh-huh.
Change, bust right out. No.
Mm-hmm.
We see this section a lot at these campgrounds out west, this little mining area where you can practice panning for gold or gems or whatever you want to do. It's fun for the kids. You can see they have a whole kind of a historical display. And here's in the shop, your standard RV shop, but then they had a whole bunch of other stuff here that we thought was pretty darn cool. You see the animal pelts, kind of like Wyoming history here, walking sticks, of course the apparel, clothing, and your food options and drinks. Everything you need here. And there's the owners. 50 years in 2023. There's the propane tank out front and the dump station. Yeah, this KOA, it's a little rustic, but they have everything we need.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that look at the KOA Holiday. It was only about a 10-minute drive from the KOA here to Badlands National Park. But now we're going to start exploring the park. Unfortunately, it seems we brought kind of the bad weather from Yellowstone. If you look behind me, that's looming over our shoulders.
Think positive.
We will think positive. We're going to get some amazing video. Last time we were here, it was beautiful. It's going to be just as beautiful this time, and we're going to get to see more because we're going to be here twice as long. And last time we were in the RV, we were kind of limited where we could go. Now we've got the Jeep. So if you're ready to go,
Yep.
Let's do it.
This is our first time heading into the park using the south entrance, and you can see the mountains in the distance. But we're going to make a little pit stop before we go into the park itself. This is the Cedar Pass Lodge. You see there's dining options there, but there's also this amphitheater, which they have educational talks at, and at night, stargazing. That must be really beautiful. We didn't get a chance to do it though. Now this is the Ben Rifle Visitor Center. This is a fun visitor center. There is a lot of information. You definitely need to stop by here if you're visiting the parks. They talk about the fossils that were found here and the animals that they were associated with, all these prehistoric beasts. They have these cool displays. Right next to the skeleton, they've got the actual vision of what the animal would have looked like. We like that a lot. Very informative. And then they've got the more modern. You got the bighorn and the bison there, and the birds. And again, the Native American history. And then the prairie dog holes. Or no, this is burrowing owls. We thought they were prairie dog holes, but no, those are burrowing owls, which we have here in Florida as well. Really cool visitor center. Now we're going to head into the park, and we're going to make a few stops. This first one is the Cliff Shelf Nature Trail. Just a little warm-up trail. Get our bearings. You can see that there's kind of a boardwalk here in most of the places. Takes you up to the top. You can check out the plains and also get your first view of these amazing rock formations. But Rose is ready to go. Now we're heading deeper into the park. We're going in between all of these formations, and you can see the stripes. They're beautiful. The camera doesn't really do a good job of showing the colors there. Now this window trail, this is another one of those kind of boardwalks. You don't want to leave the boardwalk because there's rattlesnakes. This takes you out to a viewpoint, and look at what a viewpoint. This is going to overlook the next trail we're doing. And look at those interesting rock formations eroded from the water. Very cool. Now we're heading down to another trail that we're actually going to take. And this is probably our favorite trail in Badlands National Park. This is the door trail. You had the window trail, now you have the door trail. And to start off, there's a boardwalk right alongside these rocky formations, and there's these signs from time to time to tell you what you're looking at. And the boardwalk takes you all the way out to this viewpoint. So if you need accessibility, you can get out this far on the trail, and you can get a pretty good idea of what the Badlands are all about. Just some rough terrain, very difficult to travel, and that's probably where we believe it got its name. Yeah, but it's beautiful. So now I'm going off trail. Rose is coming down to join me. We're gonna go down the actual trail, and this is a fun area. You can go anywhere you want. You can follow the trail, or you can go off and explore on your own. You can't really get lost because you can see that boardwalk from quite a distance. And you just gotta rock scramble through. It's not really a difficult trail, it's just you gotta watch your footing. Yeah, and there's a few, you go up these hills and you get these fantastic viewpoints looking all around. But you gotta watch yourself because there's these chasms, these canyons, and yeah, so you gotta watch your step. You definitely don't wanna fall down there. Lots of sharp rocks. Yeah, and the colors are just amazing. Not as amazing as the other end of the park, but there's some good colors here. And you can see the trail gets kind of narrow here, but it's well worn. You can pretty much get the idea of where you need to go. And that's looking back towards the rock formations. You can see you've got expansive views of the entire area. Yeah, and you can go out to these edges and look down. They're jutting out into these kind of canyons.
This trail is awesome.
Yeah, it is. When you look out, it looks like the whole world is in front of you. It is just so cool.
Yeah, but can you imagine trying in the old days to ride your horse or even a wagon through here? No freaking way.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impassable.
Maybe that's why they called it the Badlands, because I couldn't get through it.
It was real bad, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but it's good for us because these trails are awesome. Having a great time.
We continue our exploration, going past a lot of these little cool looking formations. And now it looks like we're approaching a sign. I think this might be the end of the trail. It looks like there's a huge canyon in front of us. I don't think we're going down there.
Well, you definitely don't want to go any further than this.
Definitely the end of the line. And it's a good thing too, because look at this canyon. Yeah.
Ooh, doggy.
Doggy is right. That's a deep one. I don't know if you can tell on camera how deep these rifts are and everything, but you got to come here and see it in person because it's absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I made it.
We're not in a hurry to get back to the trailhead, so we take our time. We do some exploration. There's just so much neat stuff here. There's geological goodies around every corner. You're like, how did this form? It's really cool. You can see that the wind and the rain did a lot. And you can see that's the window trail up there. That's where we were before. And you can see how far out that view is. It's just amazing. Badlands National Park is such a beautiful park. It's got a rugged beauty. It's not like these majestic things, but it's got so many cool rock formations. It's just really a neat place. It's kind of like walking on a different planet. You could imagine yourself out in the middle of nowhere, trying to explore, seeing things that maybe nobody's ever seen before. Now this area is a well-traveled trail, but you get the idea. Look at those neat formations, pretty cool. Yeah, you got to watch out for the edge though. There's so many of these points that kind of jut out there that you just want to be careful walking up to the edge. But man, you're rewarded with these great views. Yeah, Rose is done. She's like, all right, I'm not getting that much closer. All right, I think we're ready to hit the road. Now we're going to be driving over to the west end of the park. And look at the contrast of these kind of white, light-colored rock formations with that dark, cloudy sky. I mean, that's one of the benefits of having that storm out there. There's the Castle Trail. We didn't do that trail. We thought it was kind of similar to the Door Trail, and we were happy with that. See, they have the horseback riding. But as you're driving through the park west, you're going in between all the rock formations. There are scenic viewpoints along the way. You really need to stop at each and every one of them. They're all different. I know it looks kind of similar. The camera's not really picking up these stripes and these colors that are in the rocks. You could park on the side of the road, one of these pull-offs. You can go hiking towards the rocks, and you could see things that you're not going to see anywhere else. This place is unlike anywhere else. Here's the fossil trail. They've got ammonites there. We didn't see any fossils in the rocks though, so we continued on. Now you can see the stripes are getting more pronounced in the rocks, and that's one thing about the west end of the park. The colors are so vivid. You can see it's just, like I was saying, it's like no other place on earth. Especially this section here. This little bit of road, this stretch of road is probably only like a mile long, and look at the colors of the rock formations. Just gorgeous. You got the green on the bottom, you got rust and yellow, and then you've got the kind of gray-white on top, and you've got those expansive views in the background. Now we're going up to a spot where we spotted bighorn sheep before. We're no guarantee they're going to be there this time, but we figured we'd go up and take a look, see if we could find them.
There they are.
What do you know, right where we left them. Although there are some new additions because that little one wasn't here the last time we were here, obviously. It's so cool to watch them learning how to navigate these steep rocks. I don't know how they do it. Look, there's another one. Okay, there's two little babies. Yeah, haven't quite mastered it yet, but it's fun watching them learn. And of course, mom is always watching over them. Here's another view. We went around the corner, and this is pretty much where they hang out, we think. They look very comfortable there. And now they've decided to move on. More training for the little ones. Just really, we love seeing animals like that. And then this one, of course, looking over the top. Now we're going to head back a little further west. We're heading to more of a grassland area, and we start seeing prairie dogs. And boy, do we see prairie dogs, especially on the Sage Creek Rim Road. There are prairie dogs everywhere. And right next to the prairie dogs, you've got the bison as well. You definitely want to put this road on your list of must-sees in Badlands National Park. The bison are abundant. The prairie dogs are really fun to watch. We could sit there all day and just watch these prairie dogs scampering around. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to head out of the park. We're heading over to Wall Drug. We're not going to the actual drug store though. We're just going to go by it, and it's a really neat town. The weather's turning bad in the park, so we're looking for something else that we're going to be able to do, and we find it right outside the north entrance of the park. We find a really cool sight to see.
We decided to check out the Minuteman Missile National Historic Site because the weather was kind of bad in the park. So we came over here. We're going to check out the visitor center. We're going to check out to see what's inside. And also we're going to ask about the tour. You ready?
Hopefully we can get one.
Yeah. Many of you may not know, but in a former life, one of my jobs was to obtain surplus military equipment for my agency. And one of the items we were able to obtain was a peacekeeper just like this. This is an armored vehicle that was used by the United States Air Force back in like the 70s when they needed to transport components of these missiles and the nuclear components anywhere, they would use these armored vehicles as part of the convoy to make sure that they were secure. And that's pretty cool that they have one here, because it looks exactly like the one we obtained from Fort Meade in Maryland.
You miss those days?
I really don't think about them much, but when I see something like this, it brings back all those great memories. So, yep, a little nostalgia today.
Pause here if you want to read the whole history of the Peacekeeper vehicle and what it was used for. Take a look inside. Yep, that's about standard, very bare bones. It's definitely not built for comfort. All right, this visitor center has a lot of information about the Cold War and about the missile silos and the whole deal that was going on back in the Cold War. They're ducking and covering under their desks there. And there was this video, really informative. You definitely don't want to miss this. There's a lot of information here about what was going on and why. You see the underground bunker system. There's descriptions, why this was going on. And then there was this. Rose and I are old enough to remember those days, and we're happy they are in the past.
Well, the visitor center, there's a lot of information there. There was a great video that was playing. We sat and watched that. We also found out about the tour. If you don't book that tour when it comes available 30 days out, if you don't book that within the first few minutes, you're not going to get on the tour. Right now, they're only doing one tour a day. I think he said 6 people on the tour, or maybe 16 people. I don't remember what he said. But make sure, if you want it, you need to make sure you book it at least 30 days out when it becomes available. But it doesn't matter, because you can always go on the website and watch the full tour on video. And there's on the website, you can find the link for that tour. So that was pretty cool. But we are going to be able to go down and see the Delta 9 missile site. The silo is there. So we're going to go down and take a look at that, and we'll share that with you once we get there.
That's going to be cool.
We're at the Minuteman Missile Silo, Delta 9 Missile Silo. This is about 5 minutes outside of Wall, and it's all part of the missile facility complex that you can see here. So let's go take a look. Well, how about that? We're in the middle of nowhere in South Dakota, right outside of Wall, and we just happened to be visiting the Delta 9 missile site, and we ran across
Ruth and Travers and Matt Owens.
Wow, and they recognize us, believe it or not. We never get recognized, so this is a real treat for us too.
You guys anywhere.
Well, we're happy that you guys are watching the channel and
enjoy
enjoying
your
it.
channel quite a bit.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Our fans.
How about that? You see, it does happen in the wild.
You can visit this site without having to go to the visitor center. There's no admission or anything. You just pull up there to the parking lot and you walk out there. There is information signs there. And then you walk out, and this is in a fenced area, but it's not locked fenced area. And here it is. This is the missile silo right here in the middle of nowhere. Let's take a look. There's an actual missile down there. You know, I don't know what we were expecting, but we really didn't think that they'd have a missile in the silo. That's pretty cool. And there's some more information about it.
Well, that was really cool.
That was really cool.
I didn't think, I
never even knew that there was such a thing.
I didn't know there was actually going to be a missile in the silo. I'm sure it's not a live missile,
It's
but
a big one.
Wow, that was really cool. Really neat to see. Well, that whole Minuteman missile experience was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we're happy that we were able to share that with you. As you can see, the weather is still bad, so we're going to head back into the park and down to our KOA, our campground. Yep, it's raining on us now, so we're going to run down there. I think that's going to be it for today, but we'll be back with you tomorrow. We'll see you then.
It's hailing. Oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at it. Oh, it's coming down.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Oh my God, it's so loud. Oh!
Thank God we got the fiberglass roof on now. Let me get under a tree. Let me try to get under a tree.
Funny, just diagonally right there.
Well, we didn't quite make it back to the RV park. The storm's been following us and finally caught us. This is a
severe hailstorm hailstorm!
It's the worst hailstorm I've ever been in. Rose has probably been in worse, but not me. Yeah.
Pretty bad.
We got partially underneath an overhang for the gas station, and that's all we can do. That's the best we can do. And we're stuck here until it passes. It's pretty big hail.
I'm scared!
We're about to lose a window. We're gonna lose a window.
They're getting bigger and bigger. That's golf balls, man!
We made it back to the campground just in time for another storm. We don't see any damage. We thought we might have had a cracked windshield here. There's a little line here, but we're not sure. But everything else looks pretty good. No damage to the RV as far as we could tell, but now I'm gonna go inside. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, we made it through the night. Did you think we were gonna make it?
It was pretty rough.
I'll tell you what, we live in Florida, so we're used to some heavy thunderstorms, but man, that was some storm yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
I've never seen hail like that. We got more hail last night. We could hear it hitting the roof of the RV. Luckily, we checked this morning, and we've got a few little dents in the hood of the Jeep, but nothing you can you can barely see them. But other than that, no broken glass, nothing on the RV that you can see that's broken. So yes, we did good. We got through the night. Now we're heading back into Badlands Park. Now today, the sun is out. There's only clouds on the horizon, nothing overhead. So we're gonna get some really good video to share with you because the lighting is gonna be impeccable. So stay tuned.
We're hoping to get over to the west end of the park again just to see if we can pick up a few more of those colors in the rock formations so we can share them with you. And we see these deer right by the entrance. So there is wildlife all over this park. You just have to open your eyes and see it. You really don't have to struggle to find it. They're everywhere. You can see these deer are just lying in the middle of this big field. Really cool. And then they ran inside of the road. They were everywhere. I don't know if it was because of the rain or what, but they were just really unfazed by the cars driving by. We got some really good video, and they're just adorable. Don't stamp your foot at me. Now we're heading back up, and yeah, the morning sun kind of creates these great shadow effects. So if you do go to the park, you do want to visit in the morning too. It gives you that different kind of feel. And these large, this is one of the viewpoints, just looking out over those large canyons. And then here's the colors. I think that with the sunlight, it brings them out even more. You can see it from down there, but the road actually goes down in between them too. So it's a really neat park that gives you that option to see these formations from afar, but also go down and drive between them. Very cool. We're going back up now to see if the bighorns are still there. We always like to stop by and see if they're hanging out. And we actually capture something very special. There they are in their usual spot, just hanging out. But check this out. Oh my God, the baby is nursing. This is the first time we've been able to pick this up. It's really cool to see the whole process. Just adorable. This was one of the highlights of our trip, all the wildlife in this park. Let's pay another visit to the Prairie Dogs. Oh wait, we can't get there yet. We got a bison block. This one was just in the middle of the road. We wait for it to cross. Got a buddy there. Yep, just hanging out, side of the road. Yeah, you can see they're losing their fur from the winter. Still got some spots of it, and they're looking for any opportunity to rub the fur off that thing. And look at these prairie dogs. Really cool, the prairie dog families. chirping. Yep, that's either mom or dad just keeping an eye out while the kids play. So much fun. Oh, now here's another bison in the road. This is like the same bison. We must have gone back around and come back past it after the Prairie Dogs. But look at this, problem at the gate. Remember I said they were trying to rub that fur off of them? Look at this guy using a pole to try to do that. But yeah, they had to hold up traffic. This is the northwest gate. They had to hold up traffic some to get the bison out of the road, out of harm's way. Although I don't know if your car is actually going to hurt one of these things. Probably do more damage to the car. They're just cool beasts. Yep. All right, now the bison's moving along. Oh yeah, got a scratch. Got a scratch. There's nothing worse than having an itch you can't scratch. I'm just coming by to check out what's going on. We sit here and watch these bison for quite a while. They're very cool. You just have to be patient, and then your car doesn't get rammed. Now it looks like the weather is turning a little cloudy again. We have not gotten lucky on this trip out here with the weather. So we're going to start heading back. And you can see it's a little, I mean, you can still see the colors in there, but it's just a little bit more dim. If you can get out to Badlands on a beautiful sunny day, the colors are going to be so much more vivid. But that doesn't make it any less gorgeous. The whole park is just, like we said before, it's like nothing you've ever seen anywhere else. Oh, what about this one? Just hanging out on the side of the road. Yeah, no shortage of wildlife here at Badlands National Park. Our ride back to the RV park takes us through these rock formations again, and we're going to take one last look as we're heading out of the park. We always remember this park, and we will definitely be back.
Unfortunately, on day 2, the weather didn't cooperate, didn't follow the forecast, but
I'm glad that we got out early though.
Yes, it was supposed to stay sunny for a little bit longer, but in like 3 seconds, it went from pretty sunny to completely overcast,
Yep.
which was just amazing to us. So, but fortunately, I think the overcast weather brings out the animals because, man, those bison,
We've
the
seen
buffalo,
so much today.
they were so active, and they were right on the road. You saw them blocking the entrance to the
Yep.
park, blocking the road. We had a bison block.
The
And
bighorns.
yeah, the bighorns.
The prairie dogs.
Yeah, the bighorns were laying down today. They were more active yesterday, but we did get video of the baby bighorn nursing, and that was really cool. So yeah, we're happy to bring that to you as well. The prairie dogs were so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're just scampering everywhere. But we hope you enjoyed that. We hope you enjoyed the whole video, actually, because this place is one of our favorite national parks, and I think it's even gone up the list now that we visited the second time and had a chance to really explore.
Yeah.
We love this park. If you are into wildlife, if you're into beautiful scenic views, and if you're into great hikes, this is the spot for you. If you enjoyed that video, we hope you'll consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you ring that bell for notifications to be told every time we post a new video. Don't forget those thumbs up. The likes really help the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you're watching on a mobile device, if you could hype the video, that helps us as well. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram because we are still headed east. Where are we headed into?
We're going to Iowa.
That's right. And you think, what are they going to show us in Iowa? Hey, we've got something special in store for you, so stay tuned.